Tuyu is a band that exploded in popularity within the Osu community. From their first video posted in 2019, their story has had its massive ups and downs. From dropping out of school, to their history in Vocaloid, and with their huge scandal that could be the end of the band. I want to talk about how Tuyu rose from the bottom to the top of the charts in Osu. But how can a band that started so small become something this big? It all starts with Pusu, who composes the music for Tuyu. You know those sick guitar solos you hear in Tuyu songs? Yeah, he's the one doing those. He started off playing the guitar around his first year of high school, before dropping out when he was 16 to live by himself in Osaka. Soon after that, he began making songs for his passion project, and he got some insane traction off of making songs for Project Heisei. Soon after that, he dropped his former name as Zips and announced that in 2019, he'll be forming the band that we all know today. However, he is not the only artist behind Tuyu. There's Rei, Omutatsu, Miro, and Azun, the vocalist, artist, pianist, and video director, respectively. With this team, they released their first song on YouTube, getting around 12.6 million listeners on their first release. Their music has lyrics that many can connect to, mostly about past traumas, turmoil, and personal problems. But Tuyu's most important song, and also a personal favorite of mine, is a song called Compared Child. It tells a story about a person who's being compared to her more successful sibling. Some people interpret the song as a person comparing their best self, and they overcome that in the end by embracing that part of themselves, linking hands, and then becoming whole. The lyrics of the song are then reflected by the musical composition, and what I mean by that is every song generally has a catchy and recognizable melody, with the pace of each song sounding fast with a sad tone to complement it. And usually there's a guitar that follows along with the song in the background, combined with a piano and other percussion. All of this combined makes for a song that someone can listen to and say that it's Tuyu. It's very distinct from any other band, and all of this combined makes for a perfect song to map within Osu. Especially when Tuyu released Compared Child, it blew up, gathering a tremendous 49 million listeners. This mapper named Jonathan noticed the song and he got the first ever ranked song for Tuyu in Osu, getting over 2.6 million total play count and over 4 difficulties. The map perfectly captures what the song represents, the spacing picking up at the highest part of the songs, with the doubles to represent the vocals. The switch between the guitar in the background and the drums, it all works perfectly with each other to create a beautiful map. Although this map in particular seemed to get a lot of attention for both the artist and the mapper. What pushed Tuyu to become such a force within the Osu community? This is where Snow Nino and Iljaz come in. Together, they pushed Tuyu's music within the Osu community by pumping out map after map, alongside other notable mappers. You see, the second and third ever Tuyu map rank was made by Snow Nino, amassing both 2.4 million and 4.9 million plays. Combined, Tuyu had 19.2 million play count within the first years of their map being ranked. I'm over here struggling with the 100 subs. And all of this popularity wouldn't stop there though, as the band kept getting more and more attention, and they kept releasing song after song after song. And naturally, they started going on tours and events too. Most notably, they got a commission for Project Sekai. Over the following years within Osu, Tuyu seemed to be growing more and more as time went on, quickly amassing over 40 million total plays across every single map in the game. But now that it's 2024, where does that leave the band? Well, sadly, this is the part of the story that I regret to tell you all about. At the end of last year, it was announced that Tuyu will be taking an indefinite break after their live tour in February of this year. And thanks to the helpful community of r/Tuyu, we're able to understand the situation at hand. At the beginning of November 2023, Pusu released a statement saying that he is terminating a contract with a record label, Pony Canyon, without consulting any of the other members. He then went on to expose his hardships, saying he got carried away with the money he was making and started going crazy with the spending. He stated things such as wanting to drive luxury cars, buying brand-named items every day, hanging out with women, and counting his money. And while doing so, he put composing music to the back burner. He broke his own morals and started saying that he wants to... His own members of Tuyu then went on to voice their disappointment. Omu accused Pusu of turning his back on the fans after causing drama, and saying he won't stop his behavior because he can't, simply implying that he has no self-control. The situation came to an end when Pusu stated that he will be disappearing for a while. The fan response to all of this was mixed, with some fans anxious that Tuyu will be disbanded, while others are still holding out hope because this isn't the end of the band yet, and even some people making jokes about the situation at hand. But is this gonna be the end of Tuyu? Only time will tell. They still have a concert to perform at in February, so not all hope is lost. But even if they disband, the impact they had on Osu will be forever lasting, as many people from the Osu community have already come together on the r/tuyu Discord server. Osu fans absolutely adore tuyu, myself included. And you're not alone if you got inspired to make some tuyu maps. To start, you can click here to get some helpful advice from a beatmap nominator.